Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to US Drift Circuit Round 3 here at Sebring. We are at the main show.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Taco Fico on the top of my binocular trunk.
Here's Christian, the Heartbreak Kid controlling versus the Showmanator. Christian coming into that first outer zone and getting right to angle, filling all the way out. Look at Matt Showman right there, sparks as they're going to the outer touch.
Christian controlling in first place, bringing home the big trophy. Matt Shulman with the back-breaking second place performance. Absolutely great job, brother.
You know, we have our time for a celebration, trophies, the champagne, but we know the job's not done. The goal is to go out there and get our license this year, and we're not gonna, let up until that's done. All right, round 3 is finally here, and we are sitting in that #1 spot. I'm super excited because we won before on this layout. This is a shorter layout. We have a ton of data. I'm just ready to put it again on the podium.
After you rotate into the direction you actually need to be drifting, then that's when you can use the left foot brake.
This was an insane day, guys. We were in the #1 spot, and since we're #1 spot, if we have X amount of drivers, I believe it's 24 drivers, we're automatically locked into the main event, the top 32. Unfortunately, we did not have 24 drivers, and so myself and Matt Shulman, who were the 1 and 2 spot, we actually did have to do seating. So it was a bummer, and so we were basically just like, hey, we're gonna come in, we're gonna practice, we're gonna chill, we're gonna go back to the house, maybe jump in the pool, had all this perfect day all planned out, and of course, it's USDC, and we're always on our toes, to say the least, and we unfortunately had to do seating that day. So we didn't even prepare tire-wise, all that stuff across the board. We thought we were just gonna, have one day of battles and go home. So now this is completely turned the whole day on its head. So we're getting the car dialed, and we actually had a practice day. So we had a setup in the car right out of the trailer. So super excited about that. But of course, Florida decides to do its thing and rain, and then all the data, all the setup goes completely out the window. We're getting ready for seating with not too much practice with these conditions, so let's see what we can do.
Car's good. I'm just a little upset. I guess we didn't have enough drivers, so seating is we're all doing seating. So basically everything we did coming into it, our placement, all that is kind of out the window. And then the rain, it's super, super patchy. It's probably the worst conditions I've yet to compete in. So it's just one of those things where, this is where your mental performance comes in, and just trying to stay, locked in no matter the conditions.
So at this point, it was drying up, and I was able to have a really good run, laying down a great lead run, filling out all the zones, but unfortunately coming into that last zone, the car started breaking up really, really bad. soon as I let off the throttle, the car just shut off completely. The car just had a loud bang and completely shut off. And this is the last thing that I needed on top of the rain, on top of us having to do seating. I honestly thought the motor was blown. Already had a rough day with the rain, the conditions, and having to do seating. This was the last thing we needed and potentially could end our whole season. So finally, the team was able to figure out where I exactly even was. And I was towed back to the pits. And from there, I just had to get out of the car and let the team assess everything and try to get this thing back running. And running through my mind, you know, thinking the motor's gone, we lost the motor. What are we gonna do? Those thoughts are the worst. Already having a rough day, and then, you know, now thinking about all this, it's a tough moment. It was, I remember just yelling to the team, like, I need you guys, we need to check this immediately, because in my mind, with only 4 rounds, every round is super important that we get as many points, especially being in this #1 spot. So yeah, we're just running through my mind if everything we've done and this position that we got to is just a complete waste at this point.
Driver's meeting. Driver's meeting here.
There, if you want, you know, you get out of the car, you can stop talking. But we're gonna re-talk that for a little bit.
Filling here, just whatever works best for your gearing.
So even though this is the worst thing that could possibly happen right now, I always have the confidence in my team. Every time something's been thrown to them, they've been able to overcome it, get the car back into place and into position to win the whole event. So at least I know that I got the best guys supporting me and making sure that we can turn every lap that we need to.
So we got Christian Controne coming up with Zappo. 2 more bets.
Look at how Christian Control gets door to door with Marcelo Zappa, going all the way to outer zone 3. Oh my God, 5 letters, 1 word, doors. In the lead, coming in with that Chevy Corvette of Marcelo Zappa, lighting off the tires, trying to dive in, get that speed up. Look at Christian Control go on that final outer zone.
Man, it's rough, but we're out here. First win. I don't feel great, but just keep going.
I wanted to know what the car feels like.
Yeah.
Because, like, did you feel it ball on its face? Did you feel it do anything weird?
No.
Because it seemed like it was there.
It was there. Yeah.
You just need to fix the line a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Piping it in right there. He's not holding on to that throttle the whole time. Yeah, so it does a little handbrake entry here that is a little interesting, not me.
Going into my second battle, we're going against Hayden Williams in the S13. Super excited, always like to drive with him. He is an absolute killer, but it's raining and we got a lot of horsepower, and sometimes that's not the best equation. So pulling up to the line, here we go, and I get on the throttle, and I don't get on the throttle very much, and he just grips and rips right away from me. And I'm there just trying to slowly apply throttle without spinning, and I literally had no grip whatsoever. So coming into that first turn, he was probably, I don't know, 3-4 car lengths ahead, and at that point, it was over.
Get Christian Control, give it a lot of room. Something that we're not used to seeing Christian Control do, but this seems like he's trying to be conservative for tomorrow. Transitioning to this final outer zone, look at that Corvette go, trying to get that grip right. Initiating, goes to that first outer zone and hits it. Nice angle. Look at Hayden Williams trying to reel him in. Go 2, huge angle. Now going to transition to outer zone 3.
Christian at the end saying, tap the door, come on, let's hit it. Christian knows exactly how that's gonna go, in my opinion. I feel like that's a cut and dry decision for the judges.
It was really unfortunate. This is not the way we wanted this day to go. We were coming to this day, it was sunny, we were gonna have automatic points. And then here we are, it's raining, and we actually got knocked out.
Those that were watching last night, it was a puddle fest. We had it all over. We had guys really just trying to get good laps in. Today, in the rain, tons of practice. They got these cars dialed in, so even if we do have rolling rains in, I mean, we're seeing doors getting touched throughout everything. Wet, dry, patchy. These guys are on their game.
Control in the lead, coming in with a nice initiation. Look at Vincent Toledo being super aggressive right off the rip. Getting right into the pockets. And now Christian Control is right here, getting to the outer zone too. A huge correction from the chase from Vincent Toledo, but now transitioning into the pocket. Christian Control is going to the outer zone 3 and completing the lap. Vincent Toledo in the chase was super aggressive. From Vincent Toledo, a huge mistake from him.
That is unfortunate, especially after seeing that amazing chase that he had there.
That's what I want you to start in any condition now, at any track, because that really helps with putting you in the right place once you go to enter. So yeah, what he said is correct, but that's exactly what we practiced earlier. So I need you to do the same thing.
This is intense. This moment here, if Bill gets his win, it's gonna hit Christian really hard.
For this battle, we're going up against Bill again in the E36, the same one that took us out and hit us in round 1. So I'm just hoping, here we go again, he doesn't take us out and we just have a nice clean run.
Christian
Just wants to win everything.
He wants to win everything, and that's how it is. And this is where it's gonna have him locked in. Like he said before in previous events, he's in kill mode. Corvette punching down the BMW, American Muscle versus German Engineering.
I am really happy with how the car is feeling. The team's super happy, filling out all the zones, coming into the last outer zone, and boom.
My goodness, a over rotation from Bill.
Yep, he hits me. Again, after all the issues so far that we've had, it was just like another thing. It was literally comical at this point. It was just like, what else is gonna be thrown at me to try to stop me from getting that license at the end of the day? At this point, I'm just completely blown away. I don't know if I just have a magnet on my car and he just wants to hit me every single time or what the case is. I know it's not on purpose. He's pushing as much as possible, but at the end of the day, it's just like, come on, man. Since we're not at fault, we had time to just check over the car and make sure it's all good. Luckily, there wasn't any damage. We just put plates back on the car, make sure, checked it over, and we were right back out for the next battle.
Look at Christian Control right there, getting onto that first outer zone. Look at Phil Stinger, reeling him in, and then falling behind on outer touch and go 1. Money now transition to the final outer zone, and Bill just takes out cones on outer zone 3.
So Christian Control does get the win. It's going to be moving on.
So our next battle was a very interesting one, to say the least. And this is the thing that you kind of get in Pro-Am. Like, you're going to have these high horsepower cars, but you're going to have really, really low horsepower cars. And guys that are newer and guys that are more experienced. So you just truly never know what you're going to get. And in this case, we were going up against one of the slowest cars in the field. It's an older Mustang, and he is actually a great driver. He can really put the car in the zones, but the car is really slow. So it's really tough when you have a crept up car like mine to just be able to follow him closely and not straight. So coming into this battle, Dyno's like, hey, let's just get through it. You know, don't overdo it. That was the biggest thing. Don't overdo it. Don't overdrive. There's no need to do this. So going in, we laid down just a solid run, hitting all the zones that we needed to, and then we switched up. But there is just such a fine line between underdriving and overdriving. And at this point, I just think I underdrove a little much just because I didn't want to throw it away. And unfortunately, the judges said they wanted to see it one more time.
Did you just hear that? Yeah, I just heard that. Hey boys, one more time.
So going into one more time, Dyno just said, just take care of it.
Daniel versus Christian Catrone coming up.
Here we go. One more time battle with Daniel Jordan in the lead. Trying to stay close proximity the whole way. The fatal funnel is there. And then transitioning into the final outer zone. Huge angle. Man, oh man. Christian, the Heartbreak Kid Catrone out here to shred.
So that's exactly what we did. A lot more commitment, a lot more throttle, and we are moving on to the next battle.
Christian Catrone with the win, moving on after a one more time with Nathaniel.
All right, we made it to top 4. Here we are. We're going up against our buddy, Matt Schulman. Matt Schulman, he's a great driver, super fast car. We've been friends for a really long time, got a lot of laps turned together. We actually lost against him last year, and so I knew we couldn't let that happen again, and we were gonna come at him swinging this year. So coming in the battle, we were the higher seed, so we led first. We knew exactly what we needed to do, as much throttle, as much commitment as possible, and fill all those zones, and that's exactly what I went out there to do.
Here's Christian, the Heartbreak Kid Control versus the Showmanator. Christian coming into that first outer zone and getting right to angle, filling all the way out.
So I'm absolutely feeling great on this run, filling out every single zone as best as possible, coming into that last outer zone, and then boom, hit once again.
Oh, contact made!
At this moment, I literally just put my hands out the window and I'm like, yep, here we are, once again. Took a while to kind of get the cars separated off each other. The bash bars were hooked in together. So we were allotted 10 minutes because we were not at fault. He hit us. I was super, super frustrated because at this point, it was a tough hit. And I'm just like, can I just catch a break? I just didn't want anything to have another mechanical failure and we don't make it to the finish line. And once again, I just had all the confidence that my team was gonna get this car back on the line and ready to battle. On the run up, I guess his coupler popped off his intercooler. He lost all boost. He put his arm out and we were awarded the win. Coming in the last battle, we're going up against another C6 Corvette. And at this point, I was just pissed off. I was just upset. And at this point, I'm not gonna let anyone take this opportunity away from me. And so I was zoned in. You'll never see me looking around. You'll always see me locked in for the goal. And that's what we're gonna do. Lay down the perfect lead and absolutely push him around the track.
Christian, the Heartbreak Kid, coming into the first outer zone, lighting off those tires, and look at Tom, giving him some room. Now he's getting a little bit smoked out on that pocket. Now giving that proximity down. Oh, a wait from the transition. Christian Catrone searching into the pocket.
Christian throwing his hand out saying, good run out there.
Let's go!
The feeling going into that last outer zone when you know you got the win, it just overcame me. I put that hand out the window. Those emotions were being shown. There's just no other feeling like it. It's not. There's like nothing else.
Getting the win! Winners get the taste of champagne on us.
I think all the emotions just kind of overcome me at that point. I don't know, I kind of drive with like a chip on my shoulder, right? Like I drive with so much passion. Like I can't wait to get behind this wheel. And when I have all these things try to get in my way, if it's the seating, if it's the rain, if it's getting hit multiple times, I tap into that, you know, that Kobe, that Mamba mentality mindset. And I'm not happy until it's done. The job's not done. There's still one more round. So people might ask me like, you're not super happy. It's because we still got one more round. We still are gonna finish this and we're gonna take care of business.